And good morning. Welcome back. Here we go. It's a great day here at Amish Matchmakers. We help singles to find godly spouses, create epic marriages, and develop a legacy that is rooted and found in faith, freedom, and above all else, love. It's good to be back here, and I'm Carlos. Super grateful for the opportunity to come and be a part of this process together. Interesting. Got this new setup here. I'm not quite sure what that is, but we are. Okay. Not sure how to get rid of some of this ads. Okay, maybe you don't see it. I don't know what you see, but we're here. And I'm excited to be here today. It's Finish Strong Friday. All right. Should I do some exercise today? I do need to do push ups and sit ups like we talked about. How exercise develops your body and habits and health for your gut and core just through planks and squats, and super beneficial. So, but this morning I wanted to talk to you more about all that you're doing in life for relationships. How's that going for you? We have been talking about date night. We've been working through a bunch of things in your relationships. But as you jump on, let me know you're here. It's nice to see you. Finish strong. I'm going to put that in the chat here. Let's go. Finish strong. And that's what we do. It's Friday. I was up early today. So I was a few minutes behind this morning because I was up so early and doing a lot of stuff and got busy working on stuff and realized, oh my goodness, it's time. But also, I realized too that I didn't book Polaris again. So I'm going to book it see if by chance it's open tomorrow night. If I can book a um, reservation for tomorrow night, I'll do it live right now for date night. If you remember, it's been a couple weeks now where I did the Georgia things to do in Georgia. Polaris, Atlanta. There it is. And let's see, reservations, number of people, 2. Come on, people. Please have something open. Just give me one more night. Let's see if it'll work. See if we can find one. Hey, no. Nothing available till the 25th, Wednesday, or Friday, 27th, Saturday. There we go. The 28th. So next weekend. Guess I'll book it for next weekend. What time is? Good morning. Welcome. Let's see. Booking my date night for the players, which is one thing I'd drawn. Those of you that have been following a little bit. So let's make sure there's nothing next Saturday. I don't think there is. And next Saturday, I'm going to book for the Polaris date night, 7:15 or 5:30. Maybe 5:30 because I want to see the sunset. Let's see. What time is sunset on? Because we're going to have beautiful setting. Let's see. We'll find out right now. Sunset in Georgia on the 28th. Sunset in Georgia on 28th. Georgia next Saturday. 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. So, with that said, I will definitely need to book the 5:30 one then. Yeah, let's do 5:30. Perfect. All right. So, let's see. Lounge seating or standard? I guess it looks like standard's the only thing. Um, all right. Just so you know, it's pretty cool. While Chantel and I had gone to um, Michigan and Indiana last week for our event, Epic Intensive, and it was pretty cool. Um, is that a real habit? What's up? Good morning. Whoever asked that about how to break the bad habit of seeing ladies of the night. Is that real? Are you just making a funny? Are you sincere? Okay. Let me get my booked for next week. And then we'll also draw another um, date night activity here. So, adventure bucket list. I'm going to scratch off here live in front of the world because every Friday we talk about date night a little bit because Saturday is date night. So, men, are you planning your date night for tomorrow night? Are you that guy that does date night? I hope so because that's an appointment with your wife, standing appointment. And even if you're engaged or even if you're single, are you planning your dates? Are you pursuing and connecting to build relationship? Not trolling. Oh, good. I'm glad you're not. Who you love more, your wife or girlfriend? That would imply that I have a girlfriend. So goodbye. I'm just kidding. I won't make you leave, but that's a silly question. So that wasn't a real question about the bad habit of seeing the ladies in the night, or it was? I don't know. There's some comments coming in. What up? What up? Hello, hello. Wait, it's a genuine question. What's a genuine question? Now I got two people. Wait, genuine question. The Amish, if you're Amish, why are you using YouTube? I'm not Amish. This gets asked me several times, every day usually. I am English, as they call us, and we are Amish matchmakers. We help the Amish to get married. But you didn't see the intro, so I'll give you that. Okay, looking for support. I've got lots of answers for that. If you're not Amish, not aren't Amish not allowed to use tech? Well, no, that depends on which Amish you're talking about. See, Amish is a culture and a language. They have their own language, believe it or not. And so again, sometimes people think Amish are only in buggies. No, some are not. Some use technology. It just depends how conservative they are. It's just like Christians and church going people. Like there's some that wear dresses and no makeup that are Christians, right? Similar with the Amish. They have buggy Amish to Amish that drive vehicles and look pretty close to you and I. That was real. Okay. You're welcome. Patrick, thanks for hanging out. And by the way, this is Love Talk with the Amish Matchmaker. And would you, I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe. It really helps us when we have new subscribers. I don't have very many yet, but we're working on it. We're going to be consistent and keep doing Love Talks. My wife will be joining me a little bit later, and we'll be talking more about that. But I will answer your question in a minute. I am booking my appointment here for going to Polaris, and I'm requesting best seat in the house for sunset. So I was saying, like, that last week when we were in Indiana, Chantel and I, we were there for an Epic Intensive. I took her on a date night and we found this pretty cool restaurant. where we had to reserve, and they had a 6 course meal. It was really awesome. We've never done that. That's what's interesting. We've never done where they have a little sample course, 6 courses sample of different foods. But it was really excellent. It was great food, great experience. It was new for us, and we enjoyed it. So that was fun for our date night last week. It was kind of off because it wasn't on Saturday, but it was still a good time, and we enjoyed, and everything was awesome. But today, what I'm going to do is book for our, I have to do a reservation for Polaris for next week. So I'm going to do that right now, live with y'all. And it is for the Polaris. That is a revolving restaurant in Atlanta. And I've been trying to book it. And the one time I booked it live, and then the next time, and then I realized we got snowed in. So this has kind of been a thing where I've been trying to book it for a while. So that's kind of funny. And now I am getting it booked. Yes. Finally getting a reservation done. How many of you uh, book your date night ahead of time? Okay, so it's verifying I'm getting like a text verification for okay, let's see, for my reservation here. Does take work to plan for a great date. It really does. And it's worth it though. I hope you men are taking time for your wives to do date night and making it special for her. She's worthy of that. So Saturday, February 28th, that's next Saturday, 2 people, standard seating, standard lounge seating. Um, no longer available. What in the world? What just happened? I don't know what happened. While we were sitting here, somebody grabbed that reservation. Let's see. All right. Well, what am I going to do then? What to know before? Grace period. Okay. Your table will be reserved for 2 hours. Huh. I don't know what happened. Let's see if I got a text. I got a text supposedly, but I don't know. Let's see if I got an email verifying my, doesn't look like I did. Oh, that sucks. It didn't go through. That's what it says, but then it won't let me complete it. It says it's not available anymore. So let's see what happens. Let's try it again. Somebody else is doing date night bookings live at 5 a.m. That's funny. But where is it? OpenTable.com is where I'm doing it for Polaris. Did one of you go book it in front of me? Come on. Come on, man. Let's see. Try this again. My internet slow, or what the heck is going on? Find a table. Saturday. I just booked that February 28th. Okay, select. All right, said 5 minutes, and I did select occasion. The best house, best seat in the house for sunset. Maybe my time ran out, and that's why they did that. Name on the card. Said it was going to save my. Oh my goodness. Fun stuff, y'all. But here we go. I think it's working this time. Complete reservation. Let's see if it completes it this time. Yeah, I think so. Hey, y'all hanging around while I do the adventure and bucket list? Is that person still there with that question? I promise you, I'm gonna answer that question. Okay, got it. Hey, Carlos, your table at Polaris for Saturday is booked. Boom, got it. Woo woo. Okay, best seat in the house for sunset. Manage your reservation with the app. All right, got it. All right, cool. Now, let's answer that question if you're still around. I appreciate you hanging out. What's the topic? Date night. That's what the topic is, Patrick. Are you still here? Did you leave? Breaking the bad habits of late night. What's a real question? Okay, I got an answer for you if you're still here. Let me know if you're still here. Oh, I tried to get help. Good night. Whatever. You didn't try, then that was BS. That's fine. I ain't born yesterday. You're a funny guy or girl, whoever you are. But, anyways, thanks for your time. Good night. Good night. I don't know. You guys must be in California, staying up super late or something weird. Not weird, but you know what I mean. Oh, you're still here. You said good night, so I thought you were out of here. All right. Since you're still here, let's see what we got. You're asking about the habit, any habit. We don't even have to deal with date night or not date night, excuse me. We have to deal with the lady of the night. So you're talking porn, you're talking prostitutes, that you're visiting or going to be with, and you really want to break that habit. Here's the reality, um, I would So let's just go here. Like reality is if, and here's why I've dealt with addictions personally and helped many, many others. Reality is like you are either bored, creating, you're trying to fill your time. Obviously it's a desire. Men have that innate desire. If you're a man, I'm not even assuming you're a man. I'm just saying like, um, um, if you are a man, can I assume that? Yeah, you're still here and you're a man. Then you can correct me if I'm wrong. But the reality is you have desires, and I would even say that for men, it's a need to have a release, just like a bowel movement. It is for women as well, by the way. It's healthy and beneficial for both men and women to have a release. It's real. And if you don't, they'll have a nocturnal release a lot of times, which means while you're sleeping. And so and when I say release, I'm talking about orgasm, just being straightforward and real. This is love talk, and I'm willing to talk about it. And so you have this need and this desire, and you're designed to have a release. That's part of the process, and it's actually beneficial for your prostate. So here's the thing that's interesting. So then, um, I'm not saying you should be with ladies of the night or that even porn is good or beneficial or healthy. I don't believe in it and don't agree with it. However, I do understand that men have this drive and desire for it. And here's the thing: the drive and desire is for the release. And what needs to happen though is I think it's healthy and beneficial. This is my personal own opinion, and I've helped many men. The porn and yes, the ladies of the night, if there's no commitment, right? If it's, like I said, a prostitute or something else, a dancer, whatever, and there's no commitment, that is by definition, okay, that is considered fornication. Or if they're married, or you're married, it's considered adultery. Again, those are the two situations by definition. Just going to tell you, I'm not here to shame you or tell you that you know, you're, yeah, I'm not that guy. What I'm here to tell you the truth is that these are desires that men have that God planted in us. And again, he defines what fornication is literally to be intimate with a woman without commitment. That is literally the definition where there's no commitment to it. And you got to do a deep dive to understand it. And then adultery is to um, be intimate with someone who's married. It's the bottom line. Okay, so intimate with someone without commitment is fornication. Intimate with someone who is married is adultery. Those are the two definitions that the Bible talks about. Again, I'm a believer. I'm going to talk based on what the Word and the Bible says. However, there is if you're committed to someone, and matter of fact, in the Bible, by definition, being intimate was the sign of being married, and then commitment long term. Obviously, you wouldn't do that with another man's wife or another man's, you know what I mean? Like you're just not, that's considered adultery. Or also if you're intimate and then no commitment long term, and covenant, no covenant there. Like that's what God was always looking for, was covenant, commitment, dedication, long term. Okay, I'm just defining those to start with. Now let's talk about the habit or the addiction that you're facing. It's just like every other addiction, in the sense of, except for it is a natural thing. It's kind of like a food addiction, like you have to eat. So it's the same thing with this. We need a release. It's beneficial for men to have a release. So the release is not a sin. And matter of fact, it is healthy and beneficial for your prostate. So that's where it's like really confusing. However, involving another person without commitment and involving like porn and things, I believe is where there's no commitment, is fornication. So I'm bringing that up just by definition. However, I want to help you with this. So that's I'm sorry, too many details and too much mind, just too many thoughts. Here's the bottom line. You want to help with this, you got to find another addiction. You got to find something to replace it. It's just the reality. We are creatures of habit. Everything in life, and I mean it, everything is in cycles. Everything. Well, cycles are habits. So we're going to cycle through things, but are they beneficial or are they bringing death and destruction? So that's why it's like I explain all that, because there is benefits to the release and the orgasm, but I don't believe or agree with sleeping with someone that's not your spouse, or even porn. I do not believe that in that, and I do not agree with that, and I would never endorse that. However, I do say, men, it is healthy for our prostate to have a release. So now, where does that go to then? And there's nowhere in the Bible that it says that having an orgasm is a sin. Nowhere. And I've worked and talked with many pastors, worked and talked with many men, and helped them through this, because that guilt and shame is literally, oh, well, if it's a sin, to have a release, an orgasm, then I might as well incorporate women of the night. I might as well incorporate pornography. So again, that's where the mind goes typically. Is like, again, if you're not a believer, this is a mute point, and you're probably going to just skip along anyways, not listen to me. So that's fine. But I'm speaking to people who believe in the Bible, and that it's the word, and that what it teaches is true and real, and that you want to follow it. And so that's who I'm speaking to. If that's not you, that's fine. You don't have to stick around. But those who are truly trying to get over a porn addiction, or get over a sexual addiction, or some kind of in this particular case, person said they were real and sincere, was ladies of the night. Well, you got to exchange it for something else, and you got to create something you want to move towards, and to replace it, that's healthy and beneficial. And believe me, I had, when I was younger, also a porn addiction, so I get it. And the reality is like I had to exchange it for something. Now, personally, I changed it to studying and developing myself, and work and music, and like so. And what happens is it's just because everything's cyclic. When you get triggered, or when you get feelings of insecurity, or feelings of like lesser than, a lot of times it depends, but a lot for men, then well, we want to medicate. When you feel something that creates a trigger, when you feel triggered, then a lot of times we want to medicate with something. And then again, that's typically where men will go. Well, some men that are addicted to porn will turn to porn, or turn to, again, the end result is the release, the orgasm, and then the guilt and the shame, and then you swear you're never going to do it again. Like it's this vicious cycle. So then what can we replace with that? Well, it's at the trigger point. You've got to create a new coping mechanism that's beneficial. Now, and believe me, some people are like, well, I'm going to have self control. The self control is to master your emotion. That's literally the definition of it. So if I'm having self control and I'm mastering my emotion, that means when I feel this emotion and feel this frustration, what do I do with it? That's to master. You're going to have them. You're going to have these emotions and these things that trigger you, but it's what you do with them. Are you doing something that's beneficial, or are you doing something that's destructive? That's the reality. So I don't know if this is beneficial. I'm gonna look at the comments now. Probably got lots of fun comments. Thanks for your time. Okay, that was nice. Yeah, you're still here. Good. Okay. Scam. Awesome. Sure. How do I break the addiction? Okay. I hope this is making sense. My moral compass is low. Hey, fair enough. Wasn't always the case. Fair enough. It does go numb. I get it. And it's real. Thanks for your honesty. Man, my screen is weird with all that. I don't know why. I gotta fix that to where it's not showing all that blue and stuff. The chemical release, the dopamine hit, that's hard to recreate in a hobby like simple playing guitar. I understand. I agree. And I would say, to be honest with you, um, that I would say that you probably need to have something that has a physical physiology involved in it too, like vigorous exercise. For me, it was not playing guitar. It was actually, and I do believe there's power in the word. If you are a believer and you read the Bible, like that was something I did some worship. I would sing and worship, and I would read, right, read the word. And again, I'm not saying that's for everyone. That's what I did, and I studied it. That's where I learned how to study and do deep dives, and really break down and understand the Bible in a deeper way. It's very multidimensional and very beneficial, which has led then to a book that my wife and I are writing called His Creation Code, which is His Creation Code for Success. Anything you want to create successfully, you can follow the code that's in Genesis. So I really geek out on that stuff and dive deep into it. But don't get me wrong, by the way, I love my wife and I love being intimate with her. She is amazing. And we have the best time. So that's even part of this. That's a temporary thing. I want you to have a beneficial relationship. I want you to be married where you're having exotic, adventurous fun with your wife. Like, seriously, that's what I want for you. But I understand there's things like immediately in the interim that you need to replace that addiction with something beneficial while you find a wife. And maybe you are married. I don't know. I didn't ask that question. Are you married? So I'm grateful that you're posting here. Thank you for diving into it. I know there's a lot to unpack. You did great. I also totally understand your initial skepticism, especially with the tendency for trolls. Yep. But I am real, brother, if you are, brother. And I'm here to tell you that there is a solution. Come back, keep hanging out, because the reality is there's a trigger and a trauma there that you're medicating as well. And we have a thing called Triggers to Triumph. If you go to epicyourlife.com, there is some information there about dealing with triggers and going through the process of um, creating a new story, that you don't have to be limited and stuck in the old story and the stories of trauma. And that trauma is affecting you. I understand 100%. I've had a lot of traumas and a lot of issues. And again, it's partly because of the brain of the small child and how things are really, the things we comprehend and things we go through are definitely not the same as you are when you're older, for sure. However, it's much bigger, much more, and then it's a formative years. So then you're creating neural passageways, and literally in my previous marriage, and when I had an affair and things in my previous marriage, like um, it's crazy because that was connected to porn and adultery and things in my previous marriage, and so I had to deal with my addiction, and I had to deal with, and that's where I learned all these things. As a matter of fact, Celebrate Recovery is another powerful thing that I had and learned way back when it started, and actually brought it to our town. We're talking what was that? I graduated in 95, it was like 97, I think, when 1997, whenever I was dealing with my addictions, and I was married at the time too to my previous wife. And so there's a whole story behind it. So I'm with you. I know this isn't just a simple fix, but I assure you, if you're hungry and you really want to learn, that's what I'm all about, helping people. And that's real. Like, to help you through your triggers, your trauma and things you went through, to then be able to know that you can do things that are beneficial to cope with the trauma and the triggers that you're facing. It's real. So bless you in the process, man. Hey, thank you for that. Another subscriber. You're awesome. appreciate that. And seriously, my wife and I are constantly working on stuff like this to help people. We've got lots of content about this, and date night is what the topic is this morning, and just booked the date night. So even that, what about your healthy relationships? Who do you have connections with? Is there somebody you've been pursuing? Were you ever taught how to pursue? Because that is a hugely beneficial thing. So I'm going to try to do a draw. I'm going to draw now. Adventure bucket list in Georgia. Find hidden gems. And so I'm going to choose another card out of here. Last week I chose a card, and that was hilarious. No, 2 weeks ago. Those of you that were with me on Friday, I chose a card for date night, and it was, yeah, a place that Chantel and I went one time we're not too fond of. And we're like, no, thank you. We won't go back there. So, especially for date night. All right. Adventure keys. So, does anybody remember this? I was showing the adventure key: indoor, price, time of day, outdoor, spring, duration, active, summer, has little symbols on it. And so I'm going to look for one at nighttime, daytime, or evening. Okay, there's one. That's high price. Let's see, morning or evening, daytime, evening. Let's find one that says evening, daytime. How about this one? This one's evening. Jessup. I don't know where Jessup is. Jessup. I don't know if I want to travel this weekend. Daytime or evening? Oh, that's Sandy Springs. I know where Sandy Springs is. I forgot they were telling us areas. Let's try maybe Athens. I like it. Athens. There's Atlanta. There's only one more in Athens, and that's daytime. Atlanta. Augusta. Ooh, that's quite a drive to go to Augusta. Oh, I will do it sometime. Canton. Let's see. What's close by? How funny. I didn't realize these were all in alphabetical order. Let's see. Let's see if they got one in Covington. ABC, CD, or Conyers. Canton. Clarksville. Isn't Clarksville close by? Let's see. Buford. Buford. I'm going to see what's close by. I'm glad y'all are patient with me as I look for date night place area. Adventures. Let's see. Where is the map? There you are. All right, let's see how far Buford is. Whoa, 36 miles. Oh, that's up towards the lake, Buford. Oh, interesting. Past Lawrenceville. Okay, Buford's not bad. Let's see. Athens would be cool, but that's a daytime date. Atlanta, there's one. Atlanta. I'm going to Atlanta next weekend. There's Augusta, Blue Ridge. Buford's not too bad. Canton and Clarksville. Canton, morning or evening? Oh, funny. Find another evening. Let's see. Fargo, nighttime. Fargo. Where is Fargo? Let's see where Fargo is. That looks kind of interesting. Fargo. Oh my gosh. That's weird. Fargo, Georgia. Not Fargo, Georgia. Goodness, still 200 miles away. Fargo, Georgia. That's way down by the Florida border. Interesting. I guess when they go into Fargo, that's like 2 hours. Greensboro. I think Greensboro's close by. Daytime. Looking for nighttime. I'm gonna have to figure some of these out for daytime though, huh? A lot of daytime ones. Sunset. Ooh, ooh la la. Let's see, where is Hossie? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Hiawasee. Hossie, Georgia. 88 miles. That's still, whoa, that's a cool area though. Goodness, that's up by the Tennessee. Yeah, that's Tennessee border up near Helen. So yeah, that's a couple hours away. Check Jessup evening. There's one in Jessup and Kennesaw. Let's see. Jessup. Are all these ways away? Y'all are still with me? Jesup, Jessup, Georgia. Oh, that's still almost 200 miles away. 3 hours. Is that the right city, Jessup? Jessup, Georgia. Sure enough. 4 hours. Goodness. Not bad. I guess I'm going to pick Atlanta. Kennesaw. Kennesaw. This is daytime or evening, and it's indoors. That might be fun. Kennesaw. Hour and 22 minutes. That's past Atlanta, even. Goodness. Why don't we have some on our side? Marietta, Macon. Macon, isn't Macon close or Lumpkin? Lumpkin. See, I should know my state better, right? Lumpkin's 130 miles. Macon, 58 miles. That's not bad. That could possibly work. Let's see, where's Macon? Macon, I think I know where Macon is. We've been there. Haven't we? Yeah. Macon's gonna work, I think. I know Macon. Let's see, Marietta, Rising Fawn, McDonough. McDonough. Oh, that's daytime though. Daytime. I'm trying to find evening date night. Marietta. How far is Marietta? I think that's closer to Mari. Marietta. That's not bad. That's 54 miles. Let's see where that is. Goodness. I have to go through Atlanta. Might as well do Atlanta. McDonough. Let's see. Resaca. That says evening. Let's see where Resaca is. That sounds far away. 96 miles. Rising Fawn. 130 miles. Nothing is close by except for Atlanta. Sandy Springs. I know where Sandy Springs is. Savannah. I know where Savannah is. Stone Mountain. Tybee Island. Tahoula Falls. These are all daytime things, anyways. I'm going to have to find some daytimes. Twin City daytimes. Tybee Island daytime. Whitesburg daytime. Goodness. They got more daytime dates here than anything. Athens is daytime as well. 1 to 2 hours outdoor. Relax. Spring to summer. Year round. Daytime and evening. Atlanta. Another one, Atlanta. Might do that one. These are all daytime ones. Year round, daytime and evening. That's Augusta. Augusta is actually what, an hour? I'm trying to remember. Maybe Augusta would be a fun little trip. No, it's 100 miles. Jeez, 2 hours. What about Austell? That's another one. Never heard that. If you guys are sticking around, you're awesome. This is the struggle is real. Austell, let's see. Oh, that's on the other side of Atlanta. Blue Ridge, weekend daytime. Spring or fall. Spring to fall. Blue Ridge. I think I'm just going to end up having to do Atlanta again. 91 miles. Goodness. Buford. I think Buford is. Didn't we already do Buford? Oh, there we go. That's the one. Well, kind of. It's up through Atlanta as well, but it looks a little closer. Buford. We had done Buford, didn't we? Yeah, we looked at Buford because there's Buford. There's a couple in Buford. Evening, daytime, evening. Wow, 3 in Buford. Wow. Okay. Clarksville. I think Clarksville is close by. All right, there's some evenings. No, those are daytime. Morning or evening, Canton. All right, let's kind of shuffle these now. All right, so we've got Buford. That's pretty decent. Those are all daytime, though. Daytime. There's 2 evenings. Morning or evening for Canton. It seems like Canton. You guys are probably like, you're crazy. You've already said Canton. I heard you say Canton. It's like, yeah, you're right. Probably right. I know you're right. But I'm trying to figure out which one. Buford would be okay. Canton would be decent. 60 miles away. No, Canton's a little bit far. Let's not do Canton right now. Macon. I know we've been to Macon for volleyball, I think. Challenge is my wife and I just love being at home. Macon. Yeah, Macon, I think, is one because it's down below. You don't have to go towards Atlanta. There's Buford, Marietta. So let's do this. There's Augusta. Augusta's decent. There's Atlanta. Let's do Macon. Let's do Macon. Come on. Macon's close by. Yeah, Macon's the winner. And it has, it's daytime. And it's outdoor. Gosh dang. The struggle's real, folks. What's it going to say daytime? Let's see what daytime has to say. We're going to try it. Can't believe it can't be daytime or evening. It must mean it must be some kind of camping. Daytime or evening, Buford. We said Buford was okay. Canton, Macon, Buford, Clarksville. We're all daytime. Someone needs to tell these guys to do more in the evening. Do a date night. I'm gonna have to find a Georgia date nights, like, or I'll create one. There's an evening finally. That's Jessup. I think that was across the planet. Sandy Springs would be kind of cool. I like Sandy Springs area. They got some good ones. How far was Jessup? Macon. I'm gonna scratch Macon just to see. But I have a feeling that it's too far. I'm not too far. Jessup's 2 hours, 3 hours. All right. I have a feeling Macon's gonna be some kind of outdoor thing. It says no, it does say outdoor. Active. It says year round. Let's see what it does. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I know you guys are like, it's crazy, right? Try to figure this out. So Macon, let's do Macon. This for date night. Probably gonna end up scratching off a different one. Well, we shall see. All right, Macon, scratching it off. And this is, ideas for discovering Georgia. So this is visit Omogoji Mounds National Historical Park. Okay. Let's see. Allman Brothers, the Big House Museum. Okay. Allman Brothers bands. Okay, that's cool. All right, so here we go. We've got a little QR code here. That's cool. It's always fun. Okay, so, all right, says visit Ocmulgee Mounds National Historic Park. Bonus, visit the Allman Brothers Bands, the Big House Museum. Okay, let's see. We're going to check this out now. QR code. Okay, let's see. It says visit. All right, visit Ocmulgee Mountains National Historic Park. Step into history at Mounds National Park in Macon, where you can explore ancient Native American earthworks. Wander through the beautiful trails, immerse yourself in rich culture, heritage of the region. For a musical twist, visit the Big House Museum, the former home of the Allman Brothers Band, and dive into the vibrant legacy of Southern rock. All right, so city bucket list. So I mean that's cool. I would definitely like to try it. It's during the day we need to. Not this weekend. I'm just gonna be real. Like you gotta know what you gotta know. And this weekend is not a weekend where we're gonna do a day date. I'd be really shocked if my wife said yes, but I don't want to say yes. I want to chill on Saturday, which is tomorrow. And that's what we do. Chantel and I are big on rest, day of rest. I always tell you, give your best to your spouse after a day of rest. Give your best to those you love. Take them on their date. Those you're courting, pursuing, and then your spouse, of course, after rest. Rest is always good. Rest, recovery, rejuvenate, renew your mind, and then be able to have an incredible connection with your wife. Only tip for your channel, you seem to get sucked into the happenings of what you're doing, but check in with the chat more frequently for engagement. Otherwise, it's like, good night, brother. Good night. Good morning. Hello, Jack. Good morning. Love your story and mission. Best of luck to you and your channel. I'm on the West Coast. Off to sleep. Figured you were. I used to live on the West Coast. I used to live in California. All right. Good morning, Carlos. One tip. Thanks for the tip. Those of you that have YouTube. And I agree. Just doing date night with y'all. But I agree. And how was date night for you? I am checking in on chats now. Macon. It looks like a good one, but I think I want to choose another one. Let's try Atlanta. I'm trying to find one for Buford would be cool. I know Buford. I've been up that way. Let's do, what do you say? Atlanta or Buford? Augusta, not Augusta. I'm going to say Buford in the evening, number 12. I'm going to scratch off another one. See? This is why you get to be here to see us scratch off multiples. That's a daytime one. Kind of was what I thought. Be some kind of hiking thing. We're seeing if I can find a date for tomorrow night. This is, by the way, if you're just joining us, it's Georgia. And I thank you for the advice on YouTube channels here. All right, scratching off another one for Buford. Let's see what we've got here. Sure, it's some kind of evening date night. Okay, walk through the lakeside lights. Spectacular Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier. Scan for more info. And then it's going to have a bonus. Buy a hot chocolate to drink as you walk around. Okay. What about a restaurant? I guess I'm a foodie so much. My wife and I, we love doing date night dinners. Doesn't always have to be a dinner, but we do enjoy that. Date night dinner. Okay. Walk through the lakeside lights spectacular at Lake Lanier. Scan for more info. Buy a hot chocolate as you walk around. Okay, that could be fun. Seriously. I like that. Lake Lanier. So let's see what Lake Lanier has to do for date night. What are you doing for date night? Huh? Are you planning your date night for tomorrow night? Men, I always say we recommend Saturday night for date night. So what are you doing for your date night? Ah, okay. This is, what time of year was that? Oh, for December. I blew that one up. I just looked. I'm like, wait, what lights? Like Christmas lights? Yep, that's what it's for. I forgot to look at that part. It said December on it right there. Okay, well, see, I'm not having good luck tonight. Let's see. This one is active year round, daytime, evening, 1 to 2 hours. Should we do Atlanta again? Buford. We did Buford. This one says winter. So it is winter, I guess. Indoor, outdoor, active, daytime, evening. Winter. Yeah, I guess it's still winter. Spring to fall, summer. All right, I forgot to look at that part of it. Let's see what it says for winter. Okay. We're third time's a charm. Let's see if we can find something cool for this third time. All right, checking the chat. It says you should check the chat for interaction. I agree. If you're here and hanging out, say hello. I'd love to hear from you. All right, so let's go snow tubing. What? Where? Snow tubing at Snow Island, home to one of the Northern America's longest snow rides. Wow, I didn't even know that was here. I doubt go ice skating too. Bonus, go ice skating at Frosty's ice rink. Okay, well, I don't know there was a snow thing here. Let's see. Up in Buford. All right, let's see. I wonder if that's open now. That's kind of cool. Snow Island. That would be a fun adventure, actually. Let's see if I can make that happen. See, that's part of date night. You find a cool adventure and then you see if you can make it happen. You got to plan it. You got to put it together. So let's see. Any comments? Nope. Are you still with me? If you're with me, give me a thumbs up or something so I know you're still alive. We're doing date night, planning it out, talking about it, looking at things. And I've got this Georgia Adventures, and it's through Flow Code. You can go on yourself to Buford. Go snow tubing at Snow Island, home to one of North America's longest snow rides. Wow. Who knew? Zoom down the snowy slopes for an exhilarating experience that's fun for all ages. After you've had your fill of tubing, lace up your skates and glide across frosty ice rink. I don't know how to ice skate, just saying. Enjoy a day of frosty fun and festive adventures. Okay, Snow Island. Huh. Okay, let's see what is Snow Island. Wonder if it's even open. Hey, good job, Jake. Thanks, man. Let's see. Are you doing date night, Jake? Tomorrow night? License to chill, Snow Island. Closed for the season. We'll see you in November when the snow returns and winter magic begins again. Wow, November? Are we technically not in winter anymore? I guess. It's supposed to be cold next week. Well, that would be cool. I've never done that before. I didn't even know it was here. That's a hidden gem for sure. Frosty Ice Rink, amusement rides, snowball alley. Very cool. But closed for the season. It's a November thing. Glacier Cafe, Lanier Islands. Where in the world is that though? Okay, closed for the season. Purchase tickets. So what's the cost? All right, choose ticket type. Add cart purchase. Okay. Lanier Islands. Okay. Well, Margaritaville, Lanier Islands. Huh. Hmm. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where the heck this is. Let's see. Back to the website, park tickets. Where is it? Back to Margaritaville, hotels and results. Okay, visit. I don't know. Water parks. So it does have a park. Lanier Islands. I don't even know where Lanier Islands is, actually. Getaway resort in Georgia. Journey to remember. Okay. Escape and unwind, enjoy lake life. Very cool, Lanier Islands. All right, I'm gonna check it out now. Lanier Islands, Lake Lanier. Gainesville's right next to it. Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Lake Lanier. Buford. Okay. Okay, cool. I've checked it out. I'm sure it has something in the right now as well. But it's closed for the snow portion. November. Come back in November. All right, Lake Lanier. That's new. So I learned 3 new things. So you know what? We're probably going to default to Taiwan. Oh, why I say that is because Taiwan is one of our favorite places, and we haven't been there in a few weeks, probably 2 to 3 weeks. Taiwan is in Monroe. It's some of the best Thai food in the nation for sure. They come from Thailand. They're friends of ours, the owners. And his wife, who does the cooking and recipes and things, she comes from Thailand, literally. So he met her there. They got married and came back to the States. And all right. Well, Sandy Springs, let's see if we can This is it. I said third time's a charm. This is fun though. See what's what. Let's see what Sandy Springs says. This is supposed to be year round, indoor. It's probably a restaurant. Have fun and throw some paint at the Splatter Studio. Ah, Splatter Studio. That sounds cool. And then a bonus book, The Black Light Night for an evening more unique experience. Book The Black Light Night. I've never heard of Black Light Night. That's kind of different. All right, let's check it out. Sandy Springs is kind of a drive. It's Atlanta area near downtown Atlanta, kind of past downtown. All right, let's see. This is kind of a cool one. I could see us doing this sometime for sure. I don't know if it's a tomorrow thing. All right. It's funny how much I base our date nights on food. Have fun, throw some paint, Splatter Studio. Blacklight Night. Click here. More info on Splatter Studio. Unleash creativity. Let loose at Splatter Studio in Sandy Springs. Dive into a world of vibrant colors as you splatter. Create your own masterpiece on canvas. For an extra twist of excitement, elevate your experience by booking their Black Light Night, where your artwork will glow under ultraviolet lights, adding a mesmerizing touch to your artistic adventure. Okay. All right. That's cool. 20% off this week, Monday through Friday. School's out. All right. Well, that's kind of cool. Studio location, Sandy Springs. Okay, they got other ones. Atlanta. They got Los Angeles. Oh, interesting. So these guys are tied to someone in Los Angeles too. All right. Well, let's see what they have. Book in Atlanta. We're going to book this. Let's see. Is this entertaining for anyone? Okay. Yes, I'm single, but I connected another single on the phone. Yes, I'm single, but connected another single on the phone. I meant connecting. Good job. Okay. Good stuff, man. Glad you're connecting. Good. So, got your date night planned for tomorrow night? Valentine date night. Create and creatives and create specials. 3 fun and flirty expressions of love. Art Unleashed. Atlanta date and create experience. That would be fun. Let's see what's available. Drip Bear and Drip Dog experience. Atlanta acrylic pour. Thursday 35. Wednesday classic splatter experience. Splatter games party. Corporate team building event. Atlanta acrylic pour. Atlanta gift card. Okay. Atlanta Friday and Saturday night electric glow night experience. Let's see what glow night looks like. Looks like it's about $69 a person. Step into a neon wonderland. Spend 60 minutes painting under black lights. Use splatter sticks, paint guns, immerse yourself. Who can join? Age 16 and up, 16 by 20 canvas. Glow paints, protective gear. Why you'll love it. It's liberating, fun, radiant way to express your creativity. Cool. Let's get messy. Book a time. Birthday bash. Okay, let's see. See if we can get a book a time. There's no online availability for February. Wow, they stay that booked. Huh, impressive. See what March has. No, I guess they don't book online. Looks like you have to call. All right. Well, I have to call and they're not open yet. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. But that's kind of a cool one. I like that. It's very creative. That would be fun for Chantel and I. So, as a default, though, I think I'll book that for maybe even when we go next week to Polaris next weekend. We can go there a little bit early and do that, or do it after our dinner. Combine a couple activities. But definitely, I'm gonna say we're gonna dial in. Got our date night things here. We're gonna dial in Taiwan on. She was saying yesterday, gotta pick up clues, man. If you're planning date night, and you should be the one planning date night. That's one thing that I encourage and teach and train the men to plan date night. All right. So thanks for being here today. And I want you to go out and plan a date night. Seriously. Finish strong today. Work hard. Get those things done that you want to get done by today. Don't be lazy. Just go for it, man. Give it all you got. I know I'm not supposed to say don't. I'm supposed to say forward thinking, which is you got this. You got what it takes. You got the confidence. You got the strength. You got the abilities to finish strong. Woo. Definitely. Carlos here, Amish Matchmakers. We help Amish singles to find godly spouses, create an epic marriage, and then develop a legacy that is rooted in faith, freedom, and above all else, love. Go out there today and love your neighbor at Nesbitt Repair. This is our Love Your Neighbor Day. So if you know someone that's in Morgan County or even Walton County, those are two counties that we serve people in. We'd love to serve them and help them. We donate our time on Friday, every other Friday. And this is our Friday to donate time. So we want to bless you or someone you know that needs, some things done at their home that are, either a widow or elderly or veteran or handicapped or something, or just need a little help. We'd be glad to help. Reach out to us on nesbittrepair.com or Nesbitt Repair on Facebook. We are creating a YouTube channel, Instagram, and also, Facebook, those three areas. So hope to see you around, and God bless you. Have a great day.